The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4th. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And some room to maneuver. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. To throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norton. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle, whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles. Under
a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll look to throw. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. A little juke. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Look to throw here. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete here. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Whoosh.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. It's a close game here early on. More from Jacksonville after this. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also is a much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Man, it wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Got some space here. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a handoff looking right. Powers through. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They run a draw here on 2nd down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The gun, they'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can get in that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And he's got room. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Again, and down he goes again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Lambo will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he is knocked down from the side at the 29. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The throw right side here, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Jaguars trail at home at halftime. The Texans have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. End of the first quarter. Leach is by himself here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Jaguars with the ball early in the second as they take a 7-0 lead. Completion will be made here to a wide open man, and this goes 12 yards for the score. Now after the fumble, the Jags tie it up at 7. Bruce is able to get clear of the defense, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked it to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A beautiful fake. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Put this one through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This is taken at his 4. A nice little juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go!
Room here to run. Space to run past the 20. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they will wind up with a football just outside of the red zone at the 21.
Well, there's nothing like taking a lead and making a play that could increase the advantage. That block punt and where they picked up the football, that gives them a chance to really take a commanding lead here.
Yeah, so you've already got the 3, but you know they're thinking touchdown, right?
Have to. Know the 3 is there. Don't do anything to jeopardize it. But take your shots to try and increase your lead and make it substantial.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a touchdown there on the short run. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right around the 31. And here comes the Texans now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And now out comes Houston. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and goal. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.